sound on, and we are live. You know what it is. This is your girl Fineapple Kouassi with
Miss Cakes,
and this is Talk Black Unfiltered. BLK stands for Black, and we are here to have those intentional and unintentional conversations about life. So, Miss Cakes, you know how we start off. We always talk about life and our weeks and whatnot. So, how was the week? How was your week? What's going on?
Busy,
Spill the tea. What's been going on in your life?
Not too much tea. Not too much. I've been low key. I told you I've been low key. You didn't believe me. I know you doubted me.
Oh, you've been low key. You've been quiet.
You, bitch. It's been a good week. But I'd say like the highlight of my week was I finally went and got my my like license to purchase a firearm.
Hey, that's on my bucket list. That's what I've been trying to do.
Yeah.
How does it feel? You like it? How was it shooting the gun?
Yeah. So so I went to the range for the first time, shot a gun for the first time.
Were you like nervous or scared? Or anything like that? The only time I've shot a gun was in ROTC in high school, and it was a pellet gun. I never shot a real gun.
A pellet gun. I think I've shot a pellet gun before. No, definitely not like that. I was scared because, like, to be completely honest, like I don't even know at that point. I didn't even know how to like handle a gun. I didn't know how to like pull it back, like cock it back, like the whole like safety on, safety off, or if there's a safety, how to load it. Like I really hadn't done any of that. So I got a chance to practice. Like at first I was gonna try like the smaller gun, but I had to go like a step up. I think it was like a 32 or something like that.
What is it?
I had to go a step up because it had a longer gauge on, like the barrel on it, because like it was so hard to like grip the shorter gauge with my nails, right? And because I'm left-handed.
Oh yeah, you lefty.
Yeah, girl. So all the guns. I didn't know this, but I mean, unless you get like a special ordered gun, right?
Right.
They're made right-handed, and so what I had to do was I basically had to like cock the gun like. Because I'm not good at it, right? And I got to work on the shit.
Still learning.
But I had to like cock the shit with my right hand, but then I'm shooting with my left because I'm left-handed.
Right.
Right. So he basically told me
cocking
like,
with the right,
yeah,
and then
bitch,
putting the
have
hand.
To learn to shoot right-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was real weird. So just in practicing, I was like having to like, okay, well, how do I hold it? So I had to get used to that.
But my homegirl was telling me, who has purchased a firearm, who went through that process. She was telling me that when you shoot anyway, she's like, you're going to be shooting with your less dominant hand. She was telling me, because she was like, if someone attacks you, she was like, how she explained it to me, I was like, what do you mean?
In the moment?
So how she explained it to me was like, in the moment, she was like, if someone attacks you or say they grab your neck, you're going to use your dominant hand to like try to defend yourself. Meanwhile, they're not going to be expecting with your less dominant hand, you grabbing for your whatever, and then with the surprise. And I was like, okay, that makes sense the way she explained it.
Okay.
So maybe in the end, it might be.
Well, I mean, look, I could shoot with both hands. So I practice shooting with both hands. Yes, ambidextrous. Yes. I mean, I do other things with both hands as well. Not everything, but some things. Like I play softball right-handed. Yeah, okay. I've never played softball left-handed. Like playing left-handed is actually kind of awkward. So,
okay.
But yeah, there's just different things. Like most sports, I do like right-handed. It's really weird, but like writing, eating, things like that. I guess like this. What is it? The small motor skill stuff. I all do like left-handed. So, but it was cool because I practiced. Well, of course, like it was harder to control it when I did it with my right hand, because it was like this, right? Cuffed with my left.
Right.
But I was still able to do it. But like, I can't cock the gun. I can't cock it with my left hand.
Okay, you still gotta.
If that makes sense.
Practice with that, yeah.
Yeah, I had to do it as if I was like a right-handed person when I cocked it. And then the shit was hard. It was hard to load. Shit, motherfuckers. I don't know. It's like I got my nails done, right? So I was like, yeah. When I get my shit, like I'm gonna have to have my shit just
a little shorter.
Hell no, I'm gonna have my shit just preloaded.
Well, I mean that makes sense as long as
I could get them in there. Like I practiced enough to where it was like by the end of it, I was able to get them in there. You know what I mean, for the most part. But the shit was a struggle. Have you ever loaded a gun?
No, I told you the only experience I've really seen or ran into was when I was
and hands
talking when a gun was pulled on me once. The cereal box incidents when I thought I was holding graham crackers.
Wait. Okay, you be what?
I never told you a gun was pulled out on me before, and I thought it was a toy. I was whooping and talking hell and shit, and that shit was real as fuck. And I was like, damn. I was talking shit to a nigga. He pulled a gun on me when I was walking home from high school.
Oh, wow.
On the back street, and he was like showing it. And I was like, nigga, that shit ain't real, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of the day, I guess it was real.
Damn, he could have shot your ass.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. But,
okay, but you've never, like, have you ever handled a gun? Mm-mm. Yeah, so this is my first time, like, handling a gun, the proper way. Of course, I feel like, you know.
So let me ask, what made you finally decide to stay, like, that test? Like, what makes you want to have a gun? Want to purchase a gun. You know what I mean?
I've been wanting to get comfortable with guns. That was my first thing. Like, cause I'm not even to the point where I'm like gonna just run out and buy. I want to get more comfortable.
Okay.
You know. But I mean, I'm on my own now. Yeah, I'm on my own now.
That's
so
enough reason to.
Yeah, my you know, my used to be protector is not there. So something happens, I'm the protector. So I have to be prepared, you know, which I am, but I want to be educated. I want to be prepared the right way.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
And so it was just really exciting. And so I had mentioned this to somebody, to a really good friend, and the friend just kind of like just made it happen.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
like people that like are attentive, like listen to what you say, and then you don't expect it. And they're like, "Hey,"
it was like we finna go
like a nice surprise.
Like, get ready, yeah, like let's go figure it out. And it was just like I would definitely say that was like the highlight of like my week, highlight of my month, probably. Like,
that's what's up.
Yeah, it was exciting. Like, you should see I don't know, did you see the pictures of me?
Yeah, she's like,
I was in there cheesing like a motherfucker
with her little picture, like, her little. And then in the video, I'm like, why is she pausing? And I was like, I probably would hesitate too before I pull that trigger.
Well, because like I was really trying to focus on like really like aiming.
You was, girl, because she was shifting her feet a few times, looking down, like, okay, looking at her feet.
Because you gotta notice, like, I was going from doing the left-handed to right-handed. Yeah. So I had to I was like, okay, do I do it like this? Or like, I had to really get comfortable with this. So yeah, but then like, you know, like when other people shot, they're like, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, boom, boom. Like, let me do me. Just let me focus and get comfortable with it, because the kickback on it, because it wasn't the smallest gun. It was like the step up from that. So like the kickback on it, like, you know what I mean? Like if I didn't hold the shit real steady, like it kicked my ass back, you know, like the shit was powerful to me. So, but it was, you know, I was like, we didn't save the bitch. I shot the bitch a couple times. I don't know why we got the one with the victim in it. But yeah, I shot the assailant a few times. Got him in the forehead. I got him right in like the upper lip. Yeah. I did pretty good. I was pretty proud of myself.
For the head.
I was really aiming, like, and it, you know, because I want to be like, you know, my thing was like, if I am in a situation where I have to shoot, I want to make sure that I'm like equipped with enough experience to know that when I aim, like I'm gonna hit my target.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like whatever that target is, upper, lower, wherever.
I gotta hit something.
Yeah, and I want to know that I have enough knowledge to know how to do it the right way. So that if I'm in a you know, like a quick situation, you know, my what is it? Fight or what is it? The
fight or fight.
Yeah, the fight response will kick in, and I already have like enough experience to kind of navigate through a situation like that.
When you go and like they teach you, what do they? Where do they teach you?
They
like,
don't teach you.
So they don't tell you when you're shooting to aim.
No. Well,
like
I'm sure
aim for the body.
The person that I was there with, is experienced. So that person already knew what they were doing. So, but when we went to the counter, like the person that we rented the guns from, that person at least like helped me get comfortable and let me ask him questions so that I felt comfortable even going back to the range part.
Gotcha.
So like, and he let me like cock it back and play with it and shit like that. Just because I was like, how do I release? How do I know if it's loaded? How do I cock it back all the way? Like the first couple times, I was like, I'm sitting there struggling. I'm like, so I can't fucking do it. Like, what the fuck you want me to do?
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, let's do your fucking nails. I was like, well, so the longer barrel one was way easier to cock back, but yeah, I imagine like I said, it was stronger. So, but just give me some blow motherfucker back if I need to. That's really all I need.
Right. Show me how to cock this motherfucker, load it.
Yep. Yeah, and just handle it responsibly.
And handle it responsibly and not hurt myself.
Yeah. And just feel comfortable with it, That's my main objective, just feeling comfortable around guns.
And gun safety, because you have children too, so.
Yeah, comfortable enough to have one in my home, and know how to operate it. Mm-hmm. Like everything, clean it, like taking it apart, knowing the different components of it. Because it's a scary thing, but the more you know about it, like the less scary it is. Like just from like when I went to now, like I feel a lot less anxiety in regards to handling a firearm than I did before. So that like I don't know, like that experience like meant so much to me. I can't even like really explain it. I really can't. But I enjoyed it. And it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, it was hella fun. I'm not even gonna lie. That shit was hella fun.
I can't wait to go.
We gonna go. No, definitely definitely we finna go.
Okay.
Soon. After I shot some, I was like, all right, my hands kind of hurt. I'm over it.
Like, okay, I'm done now.
But it was a great experience. So, yeah, we'll go back.
Okay.
So, how was your week? What was your highlights?
Honestly, I've been catching the fade with life recently. Aww. Again. Boop boop, catching the fade, ups and downs. Yeah, and at first, life was winning in the fade. But I noticed life was winning in the fade because life was tipping me up. I've been getting some hits, girl.
I thought you said you was winning a little bit.
No, I said life was winning a little bit.
Oh, I see.
In a sense, but then I noticed life was winning because I got stuck. A little slipper, and then I started watching Netflix, and I got hooked on like this series called what was it called? Into the Cold. No, In From the Cold. Like those spy movies with action packed. Yeah, she's like espionage spy. It's really good.
In From the Cold.
In From the Cold. Yeah.
Oh, I've been watching Ice.
Ice is good. I used to watch that when it used to come on FX, and then I watched the Kanye documentary.
Ooh, I need to watch that. I thought it was really good.
That is what got me. Boop, boop, I tipped up life because that shit was fucking inspirational. I don't care.
Really?
Like it was very.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about like people finally understand the nigga.
It wasn't even about that because even I felt like I didn't really care about like all that crazy shit that people talk because I feel like sometimes like I felt people feel that way about me because when you're a blunt and straightforward, honest person who speaks your truth, people think and look at you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, like in his documentary, like people think you're crazy when you speak the truth because we live in a world full of deception. You know what I'm saying? And people are constantly they think not being themselves. Crazy. So they think like you're crazy when you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because it's unknown to them.
It's unknown to them. And the fact that he's very intellectual And when you have a gift, like if people know where they come from, I don't want to get too deep, but I know that Kanye knows about Moors and all that stuff, and that's stuff that I've been reading and learning about. And if people know, like musicians, if there's a hierarchy, they're high up on the hierarchy, which is why that they're wealthy people when it comes to wealth. So knowing that, looking at Kanye, that shit like gave me inspiration and even motivation to not give up, to keep the fight. Like all this shit I be talking about, just like, you know, us being entrepreneurs, making it even in mainstream life, getting your education, and then having to deal with the institutionalized racism, you know, that you go through even with an education as a black woman or as a black man, being black fucking period. You know what I mean? That shit is fucking hard. And then when I watched that shit, and then like what he was going through, even like, you know, after he lost his mom, and I'm just like, okay, a lot of shit makes fucking sense. Like people don't really understand until you lose a parent. You know, there's nothing like losing a parent, but losing your mom, I hate to say it, like it just like losing a mom, I couldn't fathom or even imagine. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful to still have my mother here. I lost my father, but you know what I'm saying? Like I understand that when people say like there's nothing like losing your mother, at least your mother's still here. Like I kind of get what they're saying, but I won't fully understand until
I can personally say
the energy has been shifted and
it's
she's no longer here. You know what I'm saying?
It's something you can't, I don't know, you can't even put it into words. Like it's just, it changes everything about you.
Yeah. I felt like
it changes everything about you. Like it's hard to even explain, but yeah.
I felt like the documentary also provided me like fucking like clarity in certain shit. You know what I'm saying? It just made me analyze myself, I guess. Okay. And where I am in life, what I mean by that, like just watching him document and just like, it just like, don't give up. And you got to believe in yourself if nobody's going to believe in you. And you got to create your own fucking doors. Nobody will open the fucking door for you. Build that motherfucker. Just like he did. You know what I'm saying? It took him, 3 years before he dropped that shit, signed to a label and shit, everything that he went through. So I'm just like, damn, okay, well, it's teaching me I need to be patient. And everybody's going to have that time. And when it's your time, you got to be ready to receive the shit. You know what I'm saying? So
you got to be prepared.
You got to be prepared for it. But you also got to work for it and not give up and believe in yourself. So I felt like, you know, that got me on my, I was like, okay, that gave me some motivation, provided clarity. It was a good watch. Like, I felt like it was good. It was good. And so from there, like, I started earthing and grounding. People, you should do it. Like, it helps you lift up your mood. So I was just going outside.
Earthing and grounding?
Yeah. So it has a plethora of benefits.
I've been,
if you're feeling blue?
I get readings here and there. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I've been told was that I needed to ground myself by connecting with the earth. And one of those things was just going outside, being barefooted, things.
That's what I did. So I literally was just like, after I take my little pancake to school, literally when I come back in the morning, and the weather's been nice lately. We in Cali, it's constantly changing, but the weather's been nice. So I was like, you know what? Let me earth. So I stood in the front yard. I may have looked at weird shit. I don't care. Sit in the front yard, barefoot, the grass. I have the sun on me, got the vitamin D. But I'm an Aquarius, so I usually first go-to instinct is to go to the ocean. But I wanted to do something different to where, like, okay, what can I do to, like, in my space when I don't have time to go all the way to the beach?
Yeah, see, I'm an earth sign. So I think that's why I was told, like, more, like, just be outside, like, go on hikes and, you know, walk around the lake and things like that. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, you're right. So you're a water sign, right? Yeah,
water sign. Yeah, okay, so I usually run go to the water, to the beach. But I did this time. But, you know, I was like, okay.
And it's still helpful for you.
It's still helpful for me, but I'll probably go back to the beach just to like clear your mind. It's all about mental health and being mentally prepared. Sometimes you're gonna fucking be down. Sometimes that's just life, ups and downs. But what's important is to recognize it, notice it, and get the help or do what you can do to get out of that shit because you can't stay there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy. You know, life. Also because, you know, I've experienced a lot of loss. So I've also lost another family member, stuff like that. So with that being said, like those are things that help. Though, you know, with life and stuff up and down. But I will say that a good aspect is like my samples been coming out nice. So I've been talking to y'all about samples, and I finally got some shit to show y'all. Okay? Hey. So this is a sample that came in. I know I got a lot of stuff. I always show stuff for women, but I have stuff for men too. So this is my Lux beard kit that I've been working on.
Hey.
Organic beard kit. So I like the way that it came. I like the box and stuff, but they don't have the Fineapple on there. Hence, Fineapple Kouassi comes from Fineapple is my logo. That's the name that I named my logo. If you see my logo, it's a pretty pineapple in this heart shape with lips. It has my initial in it, so that's where Fineapple comes from. It's the name of my logo. But it's missing the Fineapple, but we got to put Fineapple on here. I like the back. It has everything listed, the directions. But look at the inside, though. Look at the inside, though. So inside, we got the derma roller. I got the black soap to help cleanse the skin. It comes with a little comb. And then, of course, the beard serum. So I got my a couple of family members testing out the beard serum because the only thing I really don't like about it is the beard serum. I feel like, y'all did not do I feel like y'all didn't do my formula. So, you know, it's a prototype, but for the most part, like, I love the design, how it came out. Just gonna work on a couple of things with the packaging and writing and then the name, but for the most part, I'm happy. So this is one of the samples that I got back that I'm working on. So yes, I've been working on that. So I'm happy about that. A sample finally came through.
What is this?
That's the dermal roller. So after you cleanse your face, you'll use the dermal roller.
Can see that.
I know, they probably can't see.
Yeah, girl, like, this shit is official. Why you not pull this shit out?
Oh yeah. Oh,
will you do that?
You do the dermal, and then you'll use
like, what do they use this for?
So that helps like open the pores so that the serum can penetrate deeper into your skin. So after you cleanse and then they got the little comb.
Can you use this just for a woman when you moisturize?
That's more for the beard so that the serum can go into the hair follicle. Right. What we use for our skincare routine, don't worry, ladies, I got our stuff coming.
Use his shit.
You can't use his shit. Don't use. Well, if you're gonna use his shit, use that for your baby hairline, and then put your castor oil or whatever else, because that will open up your. So if you are gonna use it on the baby hairline, so that when you put your oil, it can penetrate deep.
And you wanna,
if it's thinning and you want to grow your hair out, so it can penetrate deep into your hair follicles. And if also you can use beard serum too, as it's hair. It's gentle for your hair, so you can also use beard serum if you want to help grow out your little edges or whatever.
The serum, right?
Yeah, and that's the serum.
You ain't even showing them. Look, full blown. Am I allowed to open it?
Yeah,
okay.
It's nothing in there.
Okay.
I haven't a sample. Oh, well, that's you help me.
Childproof?
So yeah, that's the bottle and everything. So that is one of the samples in the works. So I'm happy about that. When that came through, that lifted my spirit too.
Beautiful.
They're like, keep going. Fineapple Kouassi, you got it. Don't give up. Keep doing what you need to do, and everything will come into formation. And also, don't let her forget about telling y'all, we went out when we had a business meeting and went out. We did have fun. This is also the upside. We did have fun. But then when we went, security tried to kick me out the club, y'all. I didn't do shit.
And I almost went to jail.
So boom. Wait. Hold on. Before I get into the story, we gotta pay some bills around here. So I want to let you know that this episode is sponsored to you by Kouassi Kustoms, your favorite handcraft boutique and Mrs. Eddie's Treats. Okay? And be sure that you subscribe. Okay, leave us a comment, follow, share, all of that good shit. Okay, if you mess with us, don't, share the love. Join the family and shoot us a text message so you can stay connected with us. Text us Talk Black at 619-356-1029. Okay, so boom, this is what had happened. We had went out. Are we saying the name of this place or are we not? Okay, we went out to this place. It was very nice, a new atmosphere and environment because we're getting out, we're networking, we throw events too, so we're looking for a place to have
a different vibe.
Yeah, a different vibe to have like
similar
an event or
but different.
It was nice.
Different
I like
crowd.
the atmosphere, different
It was supposed
crowd.
to be a different crowd.
I like when we walked in, they had like, it looked like cherry blossom trees, but it was like lights. It looked really
I
pretty.
like that there was like a room where you could go to.
Open
where you
space.
You could get a drink. You could sit down. You could still hear the music. Real good.
Real
and
good.
you could chill in there if you wanted to, but it wasn't too crowded.
Yeah.
And then you
There's a
could
lot
go
of people.
into that other space.
The dance
where
area.
everybody is fucking
on top of each other like
everywhere,
roaches and shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I like that there were those two spaces. I admit that once we were in the other space, I totally forgot there was.
Yeah, it was popping. We're like all where all the tables is tables and stuff is at, where people dance, and then they had a 360. What was that? A photo booth? What would we do? Like a boomerang? I like that.
Yeah.
And it was free. Girl, you didn't have to pay for it. I like that it was free.
You just had to wait for it to be open, girl. I'm sitting there posing like we're motherfucker.
And like, it's a video. We're like, what she on here sexy and shit, like
dancing and shit, and I'm like,
you're like, oh, it's a video. Yes, it's a video.
My bad. It's funny because if you notice in the boomerang, it looked like I'm standing there, but at the same time, it looked like I'm like shaking my ass.
Yeah, it was. It looked like you were shaking your ass. Looking sexy. She was like,
I was standing still,
but she was looking. You look sexy though.
Oh,
you look real sexy though.
Okay.
So boom, what had happened was we told you the scoop. So we go to the other side after we get our drinks. We go into the side that's popping where everybody's at, whatnot. Okay. We're with another friend of ours. Okay. So, we're beautiful. So someone invites her over to the table. So naturally, she ain't by herself. We all get invited to the table. Okay.
No, but we were just chilling to where
minding our own business, chilling.
Yeah, and it was like, come over here.
It
was like, okay,
we're like, okay.
Wasn't really tripping either way.
No, because it
was like at the same time, if the homegirl over there, then all of us over there.
All of us gonna go over there. But while our friend was making friends with this person that invited us to their table, this guy was talking to me, and she was like, I thought you knew. I was like, no, girl. But I just want to say, if you're a grown ass man and you're hollering at a grown ass woman, don't ask for her social media. Okay, that is a turnoff. Don't ask me, what's your Instagram? No, honey, don't do that. Ask me for my number or don't ask for anything. No, he asked me for my Snapchat. I said, is you married or something? Because we don't do disappearing messages. He's like, oh, you're so funny. You're crazy. The guy, he hollering at me. It was like, what's your Snapchat? I'm like, we don't do that. Like, he was like, well, I don't know if you feel comfortable. That motherfucker
for a while. I was like, you must know him.
No, because I was roasted.
Bro, I
was low-key roasted.
I left. Came back probably like 2 times.
That's what I was telling you the conversation. I was telling him like, bro, you don't ask for someone's Snapchat. And I was like, are you married or something? He was like, no, laughing at
why?
shit.
Is that because the shit disappears?
Yes. That's why people like to use that shit.
Wait. Okay, so I know when you post a snap that the shit disappears, but your messages, they don't just disappear.
Yes, they do, unless you save them. And when you save them in the Snapchat, the person can see that you saved the message. You see what I'm saying? So I was like,
I see.
I'm in the military. And he was like, what's your Snapchat? And I was like, Snapchat? Are you married? Like, what's up? He was like, you're crazy, sad. Like clowning. He was like, well, what's your IG? Well, I don't know. I was like, just ask for my number. But if you want my IG, whatever. Then he's going to say, oh, if I see you later around in the club, then I'll buy you a drink. Okay, first of all, don't say that. If you're going to buy a woman a drink, buy her a drink. Don't say, if I walk around later and see you in the club, then I'll buy you a drink. No.
Nigga?
No. Don't do that shit, okay, guys? I'm gonna tell you now. That's not hot. That's not player. You're gonna get the doo-doo-doo-boo, and that nigga got the doo-doo-doo-boo before he could even get the number. Anyways.
Oh, you didn't even tell me all that. We had too much other shit going on.
Hella shit. Okay, so that's what happened while the homegirl was getting invited to the table. So when they finally get back to me, they're like, okay, let's go to the table. So we go around to the table that we were invited to, okay? Now, they were non-black.
I was just chilling.
We were just chilling. And
you
so
said they was non-black.
No, because I need to make it clear. These weren't African American people. These were other people of descent. I don't know if this had anything to do with the situation that happened. So we're there. We have our own drinks, had our own drinks. Me and her, we just sitting there chilling. homegirl dancing with the person invited us over. All his homies come back to the table. He's like, oh, I like chocolate. You're sexy. I'm like, thank you. Still sitting there, sitting cute, sitting pretty. Like, thank you, And she's like, I think he wants you to dance with him. I was like, I don't feel like dancing. Like, I just smiled and looked cute. I was real nice, y'all. Then out of nowhere, this ninja with a bow tie come asking me, who you here with? I look at him and I'm just like, them. Then all hell broke loose. I just answered the man question, and he go, why you being all hostile? And I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, you came talking to me rude, asking me who I'm here with, like I'm not supposed to be here. Like, and I'm pointing to like them. You don't see her dancing with this man right here who with the bottle service. Like, what you mean? Like, I'm not gonna just come sit in the area that I'm not invited to. So then I don't even know what this man. He's just like, well, you can leave. I said, okay. Like, you thinking you getting a kick like you own the club by telling me to leave.
Before we even get there, my whole issue with that was. First of all, why are you over here asking anything?
Who am I here with? Why are you asking me
we over here chilling? Like why are you?
And why you got this bow tie on? Right, are you security or the bus boy? I'm confused.
But look, but then I think it was an ego blow to old boy that you didn't want to talk to. So he was like, "Get this bitch out of here." Supposedly, right? So old boy come up supposedly delivering the message because that's his job, right? And so he instead of coming up and being like, oh, old boy asked you to leave, so you're gonna have to go. He come up and he ask a question like, why the fuck is you posing a question like, nigga, do your job. If you need to come ask a bitch to move, then come ask a bitch to move. Don't ask her who the fuck she's with, because it's obvious who the fuck she's sitting here with. There's only 2 other black bitches sitting here with her. So who the fuck you think she's with?
And you see her dancing with this man here.
So it wasn't even that. It was the fact that the nigga got an attitude because of the way that you responded to him, and it was at that point where he was like, well, it was kind of like this ego pull where it was like, okay, well, you could go because you got an attitude with me. And then that's why I was like, hold up, like, you not like, we ain't finna go nowhere. You not finna tell her or none of us that we finna leave because you don't like the fact that she got an attitude with you. Now if these niggas want us to leave, niggas, they weren't niggas, just to be clear. But if these niggas want us to leave, then that's fine. If they're not men enough to say, hey, get these ladies out of here because they ain't feeling us like groupie bitches usually be feeling us, right?
She won't dance with me.
Then ask us to leave, right? But they sent the message through old boy, so it was really a matter of how old boy came and tried to handle the situation, right? So that's why I was like, hold up. If you're telling her to leave because
this is when she jumped in the conversation, y'all, because I was like, all right. She's like, hold up, where you going? You ain't going nowhere. So while this is over there, she's talking to bow tie.
First, I was trying to manage the situation. I was trying to figure out like what is going on here.
I was like, I'm answering his question. He's thinking that I'm being hostile, and I'm like, I don't really care about your feelings. Get out of
here, like making gestures and shit.
No, he's like, you can leave. Yeah. I'm like, okay, both sides, nigga. Like, I'll leave, nigga.
No, we not going nowhere, and that was my stance. And we're not going nowhere if it has to do with your ego, as compared to these niggas over here who paid for a section, invited us over here, and now decided that they don't want us over here because we ain't give them no play. Right. That's fine. I'll leave because I don't give a fuck. You're not finna get played just because you paid for a section and invited me over here. I'll happily leave. So if that's the case, then let us know. But for you to make it seem like the reason why we gotta go is because your ego is bruised, little nigga, I got a problem with that, and I had to just show it.
This was a time where our yin and yang kicked in, because it's usually I was in this situation. I was just like, you know what? I just got quiet because I was like, I'm about to cuss this bow tie motherfucker out. So I was just standing there looking at all the snowbitties dancing, everybody smoking, whatever. And then she's talking to him, managing the situation. Because at this point, I don't really care about your feelings. You telling me to leave, I'm just trying to cooperate because I don't want no trouble.
But we ain't going nowhere.
But Ashley's like, no, Miss Cakes handled the situation.
We ain't going nowhere.
So And then things got heated when I don't even know what happened.
You turned to walk away because the nigga kept on making the gesture like, well, y'all could go. I was like, well, fuck, you ain't going. Well, y'all could go. Did it right.
And I was cooperating.
And then no security come to back this little nigga up. It was like he had no pull. So I'm sitting here telling the nigga we ain't going nowhere. And but you finally gave in, was like, well, fuck it, I'm out of here. Like, you trying to kick me out, I'm gonna just fucking go. Like, fuck it, we ain't finna cause a scene. Me, I don't give a fuck. I'm ready for a scene. Her, she's like, let's just go. No, not happening. So she gonna walk away, right?
And this is what this nigga. I said, that's how his little ass bring him up. Mind you, you know I ain't little, y'all. His little bit ass was like, where are you going?
And when he pulled you, oh.
I said, don't touch me. And then she went, well, I said, oh, bro, see, you a brother and I'm trying to cooperate with you, but you didn't cross the motherfucking line. You didn't put your hands on me.
That's when
I'm following your direction. You keep telling me, move, leave. And I'm doing what you say. And now you snatching me up like you don't want me to leave, my nigga. I'm confused.
Girl.
So then that's when all hell broke loose. He put his hands on me. Okay.
Yeah, he touched you.
I had to let her, because I was like, I'm so glad that my reflex.
Girl, this nigga was like,
my reflex didn't kick in.
This nigga was on his shit trying to call security. Nigga had regular watch on. I was like, nigga, you scared? Nigga, because you finna get your ass beat by a bitch.
She came out real quick. I turned around. I was like,
where the hell was that? Because I'm finna tell all these motherfuckers.
I had my little 2-inch boots on, so I was already like, nigga, this wouldn't even be a fair fight. What are you fucking doing touching me? And then she was like, oh, hell no. She went on. I said, fuck this shit. You don't know how I am. I break chain of command. I went straight to the prettiest girl I could find in the corner. I was like, excuse me, where's your manager? One of your coworkers put his hands on me, and I really don't appreciate it because he was out of line, out of pocket at this point, because it's like, I'm following what you asked me to do, and you putting your hands on me. You asked me to leave 50 million times, and I'm trying to leave, and now you trying to say no, stay. Like, I'm confused. Okay.
Well, because look, that's the part where I was like, hold on, nigga, you're not making sense, right? I'm not drunk. Okay, at this point, right? Because we drank a little bit later. I wasn't drunk at this point. I wasn't tipsy or nothing. I was in my clear right mind. And that nigga was trying, as we were discussing the shit, he was trying to say, well, oh, I was just trying to help you guys out. I was trying to tell you.
The narrative changed at this point.
I was just trying to tell you to introduce yourself.
He turned into victim.
Fuck you. You wasn't sitting here trying to tell us to introduce ourselves. And that don't even make no fucking sense, because the first thing we did when we came over here was shake hands with every motherfucker over here. So what the fuck is you talking about? So he was trying to save face because he knew that the different things that he did didn't make sense. He knew that he didn't approach the whole situation correct to begin with. So by the time he put his hands on you, he knew he fucked up. And not only that, there's this whole large commotion going on between me and him in the middle of the fucking club, and not one motherfucking security guard came to like
not no second bow tie came to help his little ass.
I finally got to the point where I was like, fuck you, and I ended up walking off. Was like, I'm finna find your motherfucking manager, nigga, because I'm not.
But I was already on it,
right? So I get over there, this nigga come trailing.
I'm already talking to a manager.
He's already over there waiting behind you, like probably like 6 feet behind you. I walk up, this nigga start running his mouth like, nigga, don't even try it. Don't even try it before your ass get fucking fired for putting your hands on somebody for no fucking reason. No reason at all.
No reason at all.
You know what I mean? So it was a very interesting situation, because most times, like I'll admit it, you see somebody in the club like that going in on security, and usually that person is like, they haul their ass out.
Yep.
You throw your ass out on the street like you some.
It's like two or three.
This situation was not like that. I was kind of surprised myself because of the way that I was going in, and they kind of just let me do.
He clowned because
he
was wrong, and he got clowned at the end of the day. You know, when you go out and someone is following your direction, be clear in what it is that you fucking want.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
you're used to dealing with a bunch of drunks.
Yeah, you're used to but we are sober, in our right mind. We have done nothing wrong. I'm doing what you asking me to do, but we're asking for clarity. And why are we getting clarity? I don't know. But she was like,
why are we getting clarity? I don't know, because I'm not finna go nowhere. Unless
telling
there's
her
a reason why I need to go somewhere.
I remember she was telling me it was to the point where he was like, "You need to calm down. You're making a scene." Like, wait, what? You caused a scene. You just put your hands on me, nigga. What are you?
By that point, I wasn't concerned with causing the scene because by that point I was like,
he was wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong, and I wish a motherfucker would come say something to me, and nobody did.
Nobody did. He was calling people on his little radio with his bow tie. Not second bow tie came. Not no tie. Not no suit jacket. Not no dress shoes. Nobody came to assist this motherfucker. Okay,
no,
nobody.
Because we weren't the problem. He was the problem.
He was the problem,
and that's why nobody came to back his ass up. And then that's why he ended up getting in trouble when we went and talked to management, because that type of shit ain't cool. And I'm sure there's probably been plenty of situations where this little ass nigga had a chip on his shoulder, running around trying to be fucking security at this club, interacting with all these drunk motherfuckers, making it seem like they the ones causing the problem. And I'm sure there's probably plenty of situations where it was this nigga. You know, it was a very awkward and odd situation. Again, it's like the devil. If we if we need to move, nigga, come say that. Like, there is no problem. We would have had no problem. Like, hey, they want you to move. Okay, we up out of here. Like, I'm not trying to embarrass myself.
But it's all about your tact.
Like, I would like, let us slide the fuck up out of here. These niggas don't want us here no more. Let's slide the fuck out of here. I'm not feeling like we only been here for like 10 minutes now. Now this nigga come over here and tell us we gotta go. I'm gonna go quietly because I don't want to cause a scene and embarrass myself. Nigga. But if you're in the wrong, I don't give two fucks.
Yeah, and
I will cause a scene. I will shut the whole motherfucking club down if I know that I'm not in the motherfucking wrong. And that's kind of how the shit.
That's basically kind of how it went. And at the end of the day, we did not get kicked out.
No, we didn't
have to leave. The guy came, found me, was like, "I'm so sorry for what happened. I don't know where your friends are, but here's some drink comps." Whatever case may be.
I said, "Stay the fuck away from me."
Yeah, I was like,
well, I'm just doing my stay the fuck away from me.
Like,
don't
bro,
come
you need to go. Me. And at the end of the day, even though this man was in the wrong, I told the supervisor or the manager, I was like, you know what? At this point, I was like, he's a brother. And I was like, I was like, we need to stick together. I was like, I'm not even sitting here trying to get this man fired, but you need to get your boy because he's wrong. He don't need to put his hands on nobody. I said, that's unacceptable. I was like, I don't want to get him fired, but y'all need to check him and let him know what's right, what's wrong, because that easily could have been harassment. I could have pressed charges. I could have done a whole plethora of things. I could have handled it. But I chose to come and let you know, hey, yo, this is out of pocket.
Yeah, it was a very awkward situation.
It was very awkward.
Like I said, in most situations, when somebody get into it with security, ain't nobody hearing shit that you got to say. But no, in this situation, it was the complete opposite.
And I feel like in this situation too, it tested our emotional intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Like how we handled the situation, I felt like we handled it the appropriate way.
Well, I mean, I'll admit I kind of went a little buck wild, but I
feel like it wasn't because at the same time we were in the club, the music was loud. So at the end of the day, you do kind of have to yell for a motherfucker to hear you a little bit. But at the end of the day,
I sure did yell for his ass to hear me.
Like I don't feel like you yelling was in the wrong context because he knew he was wrong.
No, it wasn't, and it didn't even get to that point. I was more trying to reason with him. Up until he put his hands on you, and then when he put his hands on you, it was just like no, that was unacceptable. Very unacceptable. Like you are not like you didn't. I didn't just witness you putting your hands on her, and you think that that's gonna be okay.
I'm just
and you talk about, I was trying to show her this was his excuse. So I was trying to tell her not to go that way. The fuck is you talking about?
You kept pointing that way, my nigga. What you mean?
And he was like leading the way, like bitch go, and then she go that way, and this nigga pull her talk about, don't go that way, go the other way, so you don't get lost in the crowd. Let that bitch get lost in the crowd. You just kicked her the fuck out. Let that bitch go.
You can't lose me. You gonna see my butt out of a scene full of fucking people, motherfucker. And if you gonna be scared of anybody, you need to be scared of her, nigga. Even though she littler than you need to be scared of her. Shit, I'm the nice one, motherfucker. But all jokes for the games. But needless to say, we went out, we had a good time. The devil was at work and tried to test us, but at the end of the day, we still had a good time. We left and
met some white girls after that.
Had fun. Time. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good night. So Yeah, we had fun, the week. So that, that was the up and up. Okay.
Will we be going back there?
Highly likely not.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, we had a good night, some hiccups, but it was a cool vibe, all of that until that motherfucker just kind of fucked it up. So will we be going back there? Hell no.
Hell no.
That's what we left talking about. Fuck this spot.
Hell
we ain't gonna put you on blast, but yeah, it wasn't cool, and it was sad to see, people handling things like that in our own hometown. So yeah.
Not only that, like we need to, as minorities, stick together. We don't need to be treating each other like that at all.
The whole situation could have just been handled completely different. Completely different. Like, yeah, it was just a matter of communication. Just, ain't nobody mad at you for doing your job. Do your job. Absolutely.
But besides that, we was looking fine. We was looking thick. We was looking cute. We had fun.
Yeah, we did. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Other than that, the drinks were good. Everything was great.
Everything was great.
Yeah.
Real great. So what we talking about today? What we gonna have a convo about? Oh, we mentioned are we talking about love bombing or are we skipping over that?
Love bombing? I mean, we could talk about love bombing a little bit.
We just want to mention this since we told y'all, mentioned it in the last episode. We won't get too deep into it, but I forgot why we wanted to talk about it.
Because
we dating out here, and
there was I think it kind of came up relevant to a couple of other situations that we was dealing with. Like the idea of love bombing, right? Is like somebody,
okay. What is love bombing? That's let people know, because I don't really know.
Somebody, okay, when you first start dating somebody, like they shower your ass with just like all this fucking love and affection, to where it's like you feel like you're getting like everything that you need from this person, right? Mm-hmm. You getting the compliments, they showering you with gifts, they giving you their time, they're calling you, they're making you feel secure, they're you feel as if they're meeting all your needs, right? And what they're doing is they're basically reining your ass in. And then once they, it's also kind of like a form of manipulation. Like it allows you to kind of like bring your guard down, right? Because they're making you feel safe. They're making you feel secure. So what do you naturally do when you're in that state of mind? You let your guard down, right?
Right.
And then once you get to that point, right? Because you're already hooked. It's kind of like they pull that shit away
all at one time.
Just suddenly. Like sometimes fucking immediately.
I don't think I've been love bombed.
I've been love bombed. And I remember when the shit happened to me, I even was like, what the fuck is going on? Like I was even asking about like this happened. And then all of a sudden, okay, so in that situation, I don't know if I
that sounds like some narcissistic shit.
This was a situation where this person like kept on like was very persistent at trying to even talk to me from the gates. And I remember like I wasn't giving this person any play.
You're like, no.
Yeah, like like somebody like hit you up in your DMs, you'll kind of like check them out, and you're like, and you'll kind of just you decide to just like keep it moving, right? So I did this for a while, but the person kept on being real persistent, and so it kind of grew on me, right? Mm-hmm, and so there'd be a couple times there'd be like, oh, like good morning, I would respond, oh, good morning back, right? So over time, like we started to end up having more conversation and so forth. When we started like talking and like when we met and went out on like our first date, like we really clicked. But I was really adamant with this person, especially at the like where I was at in my life. It was kind of like I'm not interested in being in a relationship like unless like my needs are met within that relationship. Like I was really adamant about like kind of just like doing my thing. You know what I mean? And kind of just, you know what I mean? If you become a friend, you become a friend. Like it is what it is, right? So, but this person, after we interacted for so long, this person became very adamant about us like being together.
In a like committed relationship.
And a committed like monogamous situation where I was just like, I had even like proposed an open situation because I knew that within this relationship, certain needs wouldn't be met. Mm-hmm. So I was like completely like, ooh, like I totally vibe with you. I really like you. But like at the same time, like I don't feel like my needs are completely met. But like everything is going good. You giving, you know what I mean? Like you chasing me. you making me feel beautiful. You're like, you giving me all this attention. You call me every day. Like, we talk, we FaceTime, we go on dates. Like,
everything. He's like, he's courting you.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it
courting,
felt.
Yeah.
But also like, I don't feel like it was like extreme love bombing and then like he's just showering me with shit or showering me with love. But it was to a point of where it was like very consistent.
Okay.
And that was the part that eventually got to me because consistency is key for me. If consistency isn't there, key. Like, you not gonna get shit from me. You really not. Like, you're not even gonna get the tip of the iceberg. So, but the consistency is what kind of got me, right? Even from the gates, they just kept on being consistent. So, but it was like, and there was still that, let's be together, right? And just tugging on me. So I got to the point where I was finally like, okay, like, maybe we could do this.
Yeah.
And literally, right after we had agreed, okay, let's do this. Literally, I kid you not, it was like literally like that fucking next day, like everything fucking changed.
Ooh.
Everything changed.
It's like the chase is over, so
that's what I imagined, right? So. And this was somebody who was getting pussy already. We already had a situation where we were already fucking. He was already getting pussy. I had no problem continuing to give him pussy because we had a good connection. We was vibing.
Y'all was on the same page.
Yeah, I was not. No, we weren't, because I was not seeking a relationship. But he was. He said he was. Right? So, he kept on fucking working on me. And so I finally got to that place where we became.
You folded!
Nigga, I folded like a motherfucker. I thought we was on the same page. And so as I'm coming over here, this nigga's going over there. The minute that he actually like reined my ass in and got me, he totally
was gone like a kangaroo.
Like, nigga, switch the fuck up.
Nigga, where you go?
So it was adamant with me about being in a monogamous relationship, but then like switched up, and then come to find like later conversations was like, oh well, maybe we could, throwing up options. And it's like, nigga, what the fuck? I asked you that to begin with. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like,
what are you saying to me right now?
Yeah, you over here grown as fuck playing all these motherfucking games. And so at the time I remember I even had made a post on social media. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And people was like, well, maybe he just wanted the pussy. And I was like, well, he already got the pussy.
Like, yeah.
So give me another explanation, because I'm trying to figure this shit out. It don't make no sense.
Help me understand.
This nigga literally begged me, right? Like literally begged me. And then the minute that he got me was like just fucking disconnected. Right, and we still kind of talk to this day. I mean, nothing like we used to.
That's some narcissistic shit, man.
But the person kind of totally fell off, and I was so thrown off because by that point I was like I really like that person.
But maybe it was a sign. That was like, why would you work out?
Yeah, well, from the outside looking in, it's like, why would you do that? Like, you knew I was already kind of
narcissist.
Like I guess the way I took it was kind of like maybe I was like a challenge. And maybe at first that this person felt like they couldn't tap into certain parts of me. And then once I let my guard down, then it was the challenge was met. You know what I mean? That's how I thought, right? But then as I also started learning more about love bombing, and I started really getting to know this person a little bit more and evaluating their personality, I realized that, that they are like a more controlling individual.
So
I mean, and can be manipulative and things of that nature. So it was like, okay, well, that's obviously kind of what happened, because like I said, literally, I fucking kid you not, the next fucking day I was like, nigga, I just agreed to be your girlfriend, and then you totally just about ghost me. I was like, but I'm your girlfriend though.
I'm your lady.
You just asked me to be your girlfriend last night, and I reluctantly fucking agreed, and now you just fucking smack me in my face with it. You know what I mean? It was like for real, yeah. And then the way that turned out was, I ended up, calling him a bitch ass nigga.
A bad.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like, you're a fucking band. Like, I don't know what else you expect me to do because I wasn't even connecting the dots at that. Like, what the fuck was going on? It was like, there's no other explanation besides like, you're a bitch ass nigga. Like, you're a grown ass man who needs to fucking grow up because you said that you wanted this. Like,
is what you wanted. This is what you begged for.
You literally begged for this, and then as soon as you got it, you didn't fucking want it. It was like, well, we could have just left shit how the fuck it was to begin with. Like, okay, so that's my only situation where I feel like to some degree I was like love bombed. I mean, and that shit didn't feel good, especially because like where I started was like, I'm not even trying to fuck with you like that. Like, I like you hella cool, but let me keep my feelings over here. And that person was so adamant about pulling my feelings out.
I feel like it's a blessing in disguise that that was meant for you not to fuck with them because I feel like that's signs. Yeah, that's signs. I feel like that's narcissism right there, and that's signs of like
king type of
individual. And that's signs of like if deeper in the relationship, that shit ain't gonna work. That's like I feel like that's emotional abuse, all types of fucking different types of fucking abuse aside from physical. Like nobody got time for that shit.
Well,
I don't want to be fucking love bombed. I'm glad I haven't experienced that shit. That shit sounds like it fucking sucks, and it does.
Well, it does because you really get in that mindset.
Someone ran you in, making them think really like they really care for you.
Yeah,
like you want to be with you, only to fucking flee like a motherfucking kangaroo.
Like all the fucking
nobody got time
shit.
for that.
Feeling, you know, and for me, like my love language is verbal affirmation, right? Mm-hmm. But one of the things that this particular person helped me like learn about myself was that not only is my love language verbal affirmation, but in addition to that, it has to be genuine. And what I mean by genuine is like, for example, if you tell me something, then I want to see like that followed through in action.
So acts of service,
right? Not even just acts of service, but if you say something, like, follow through on it. If you say that you love me, then act like you love me, right? It doesn't matter about like acts of services, like oh, you don't have to kind of bring me roses every Friday to show me you love me. But at the same time, if you say that you love me, then love me. Like, don't just tell me shit to make me feel good. I hate that. That is my pet peeve. I am not that type of individual that wants you to
don't tell me what I want to hear.
Yeah, don't tell me what I want to hear.
Shut me up.
Yeah, none of that. Just keep it real with me. Like, I'd rather you not say anything at all rather than say some shit that's not the truth just to make me feel good. I'd rather you not say it all or just tell me the straight truth. Like, why would you tell me that you care about me if you don't? I'd rather you just be like, hey, like, we just fucking. Okay, fine by me. I check my feelings. We just fucking, right? Or like,
we on the same page.
Yeah, like why are you telling me? Oh, you're falling in love with me if you're not? Or why are you saying, oh, I want a relationship if you don't? Right? Because that especially at this age, is like I'm already like,
that goes into a relationship. That goes into
why are you adamant about saying you want a relationship, and then as soon as you get the woman who
that they going through that they need to deal with,
right? And that's why I was also like nigga, you don't know what you want.
Yeah, like he doesn't know himself or what he wants or something that is deeper rooted there.
I'm still confused, but I feel like it was a little bit of love bombing. The way that it happened, with it being such a fucking swift like change with the whole dynamic of the relationship, where it was just like, what the fuck? Like, we literally just made this shit official, and now you treat me all fucking funny.
Yeah, why you being weird to me?
Yeah, why the fuck is you being weird to me for? Nigga, and you asked me here. You asked me here, like from the gates. You asked, like, you pursued me. So what the fuck is you acting funny for now that I finally was like, like maybe this nigga is a little cool. You know what I mean? But that was like, yeah. So that relationship was actually, it was kind of like it was very up and down, like a little bumpy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I think it was. I think that shit was love bombing, and the shit didn't feel good because, like I said, my feelings got involved, and then the shit just got like cut off, out of nowhere, and it was like, but my feelings. So it took me a while to kind of like rein my feelings back in.
That's
after that,
I could see why.
And then the same person coming back and saying, trying to make it seem like. You know, like they care about you or they want this, but then, you know, at a certain point, it was like, but your actions don't show that. Like,
off. Your actions aren't following through.
I used to see
you're not speaking my love language.
Or like you live 15 minutes away, nigga.
You're not speaking my love language any longer.
I used to see you probably like 2-3 times a week. And you was adamant about seeing me 2-3 times a week. And then literally after we agree to be together, now I haven't seen you for like multiple weeks.
Weirdo.
Like weird, like real weird shit. It was like, nigga, I didn't want to be your girlfriend to begin with. That's what it was like, nigga, don't ask a female to be with you if that's not what you want. Right. Like, be a man. You know, and that's my advice to any man. Like, stop playing.
Stop these playing bitches games. Like, know what you want.
Half of these bitches, like, if they really fuck with you, they're gonna fuck with you anyway. So why are you gonna go there with a female and play these games if that's not what you want? Like, if you want a relationship, then go for a fucking relationship. It's the same shit of like, why are you fucking with a bitch that you want and you want a relationship with her, but you can't be man enough to tell her like, bitch, I want you. Like, speak the fuck up. Like, be a man. Take the fucking lead, whichever way that is. Either you want to fuck with the bitch or you don't want to fuck with the bitch, but be honest about which way you want to fuck with the bitch. Like, you know what I mean? And she gonna follow suit whichever fucking way you want to go.
And be honest. And even if someone asks you and you don't know, say you don't fucking know.
That too.
It's better than it's better than making
I don't know
up
what
a
I
lie.
want.
I'm not sure what it is that I want, but right now I'm primarily feeling like I don't want a relationship, but I just want to have sexual relations with you.
Exactly.
Or I want to have sexual relations with you because I'm attracted to you, be your friend, and see where it goes and see how my feelings grow and where it goes. Mm-hmm. Like men, like,
honesty.
Just be honest.
Just be honest.
Just
be honest. But see, that's the other thing, right? A lot of these men have a hard time being honest with you because they can't be honest with themselves. Like, and I know that shit sounds corny as fuck, but it's the truth. It really is. Nigga, poke, bitch, you owe me a Coke. You remember that shit? I did it right. Bitch, poke, bitch. Where my Coke?
But
for real, if you can't be honest with yourself, how the fuck you finna be honest with me?
But I feel like that goes to say, like, I feel like before I'm starting to realize, even with myself, okay, when you get out here and date, work on yourself. You need to be ready yourself. Prepare yourself. Don't just get out here to get your dick wet. Like, when you get to a certain age, you have to like dating. Even if you don't know what you want, just like work on yourself. Because if you're a damaged and hurt person and you going out here to do all this shit to other people, that shit is not going to end good. You know what I'm saying? But not only that, just in other areas and aspects.
Sometimes you could be in that space to where you're still navigating. Maybe you're working.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but most people don't work on themselves. Or know that you're fucked up. Know that you're fucked up. Know that you're working on yourself, and be honest.
And be honest about it.
So that person can meet you in the middle, and you can decide. The problem that I feel like most men do that men should not do is make decision for a woman or the person that they're interested in by lying because they feel like, you know, if I lie and I'm honest about this, then she's gonna want. Don't make that decision for her. You don't know what that individual is going to decide to do. Let them make that decision. You don't make the decision for them by telling a small lie or whatever. And omitting certain information is a fucking form of a lie. Mm-hmm. Understand that too. You know what I'm saying? If someone asks you straight up, "Are you married?" The problem I find, are you married? No. And then later, oh, well, yes, I'm married, but I didn't. Be honest. You know what I'm saying? I could have understood that if you told me you was married, you was separated, whatever. I'm thinking, let me consider. Do I want to talk to you or not? Highly likely not, but let's be friends. But let that be my choice. Let that be my decision. Don't make that shit for me.
Like, for me personally.
Don't make that shit for me because you're going to fuck up if you fall in love with me and I'm not going to trust you because you lied from the beginning. And that's going to show me that I can't trust you.
if it comes out later, that's going to show that you're like it just makes more sense.
Well, yeah,
to be honest.
Everything can be like, you could work through hella shit with somebody.
You can work through hella shit if someone, and
really,
you will respect the individual more if they're honest.
Absolutely.
You lose all respect for the person if they lie.
Absolutely.
And that's where maybe like, oh, well, you don't respect. Why should I respect you? You given me nothing to respect.
And a lot of people don't even realize that. And
I think
it's a two-way street, though. It's a two-way street. We gotta admit.
But people need to also take accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you fuck up, you lie, you got caught up, whatever. Don't dog on the motherfucking lie. You're telling me the sky is fucking red and I can obviously it's blue and you still trying to carry on this motherfucking lie. Take accountability. There comes a point in time where you have to take accountability and say, you know what? I fucked up. I take accountability. I lied. I apologize. I did X, Y, Z. I should not have done that. I'm going to continue to work on myself. That's what I'm saying.
Point in case. This person that love bombed me still till this day, like, claims that's what they want. You get what I'm saying? But of course now it's more with kicking the can down the road. But at the same time, the person can take accountability
and he won't talk to you for 2-3 weeks.
That's what he says. No, nigga, that's not what he wants, but that's what he says he wants, and that's what I'm talking about niggas not what they say and what they do and what they actually want not aligning. And you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Don't fill a bitch head up because you think that's what you want to hear. Nah, nigga, we don't want to hear none of that shit. Keep that shit to your fucking self. I don't want to be told half the shit you niggas be trying to tell us to make us feel good. Like, niggas be doing hella shit to make you feel good. You know what I mean? Oh, I want to be your baby dad. Like, I want to have a baby with you. I want you to be my wife. No, nigga.
The way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas think that shit's cute. And a lot of the time, like we ain't even looking at you. You're not even showing me what you can't even. You don't have what it takes to be my a partner. So what do you have it takes to be a father? Nigga, I don't even know you. Why the fuck is you even talking about that, nigga? Right? Or not only that, like, nigga, you don't want to know my real response to that for me personally. But at the end of the day, it's like these niggas be out here saying shit to bitches. You know what I mean? And some of these bitches be going for the shit. Yeah. Who you want to marry me? Like, bitch, I only know you for 2 weeks. Nigga, you talking about you want to marry me? And I'm like the most perfect bitch in the world and just gassing the bitch up. No, niggas, we don't want to hear none of that. Don't gas me up. Don't none of that. Nigga, if you like me, just be honest about how you feel about me and we go from there. Like, it's that simple. Like, if you got hang-ups, be honest about your hang-ups, nigga. If I do some shit, you know how many niggas be offended by my fucking social media? There's niggas that speak up. There's niggas that don't. Like, nigga, if my shit offends you, like, fucking ask me about it. Don't just sit there and fucking get an attitude.
Understand my thought process and treat me all why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, and treat me all fucking weird because you think I was talking about you on a social media post, nigga.
The shoe fits, and I get that all the time. Yeah. Sometimes I'll post a quote, I'll see a quote, and it's because I resonate with that quote. And a motherfucker ping me, oh, talk shit. I'm like, nigga, the shit wasn't about you, but if the shoe fits, then motherfucker, it fits because you knew that what you did, you did that foul shit to me.
But if we that tight, nigga, come talk to me. Like, let's have open dialogue, right?
Let's talk about it.
I mean, but a lot of people can't even handle that. They can't handle being honest, having these open, honest conversations. And that's where I run into a lot of fucking issues. Even with these, because I've been trying to go for like older niggas, like even these older niggas, and the older niggas are even worse because they even more stuck in their fucking way. But I thought that the older niggas were the niggas that potentially had figured the shit out, but you niggas ain't figured the shit out either. So like at this point, it's like, you know, like what the fuck do we do?
I go the other way. If someone's like, oh, you're too honest, I'm out of there. That's a red flag.
I don't think niggas say that.
I've been told you're too honest.
Yeah.
You're too honest.
I've more had people thrown off by my honesty. So not saying that I'm too honest, but more saying like I've never like in a certain situation, I was told when I had proposed like an open relationship, it was like, okay, well, like if you fuck with other people and you don't want to conclude those relationships, like that's cool, because I fuck with other people and I don't want to end those relationships either. So if you got side bitches, then I got side niggas. And this person was so thrown off by the fact that I wanted to have an open and honest agreement about the fact that if you got other bitches you talk to, that's fine, because I'm talking to other niggas and we could openly do this. And this person was so thrown off by that. But the other part of that too is these niggas and their egos. These bitches need to do better at showing these niggas that like, you know what I mean? Like we're a prize too. You know what I mean? If you want to act a certain way, then understand that I could do you the same way that you do me. If you got other bitches, well, I got other niggas, and I'm not tripping on you just like you ain't fucking tripping on me. Now, if you want to do this love shit, I can match you on that love shit, but I can also match you on that not giving a fuck type shit either. And we could be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of niggas don't want to be honest about the fact that they don't give a fuck. I'll be blatantly honest with you, nigga. I am just fucking you. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be your wife. I don't want to be your baby mama.
But they still feel like they want to have their cake and eat it too, and they're going to lose that. They don't want to lose that.
They want your head.
They want to be able to control you, be a puppet. No.
Hop in line. You gonna hop in line just like I'm hopping in line for whatever bitches you fucking decided to text this morning before me. I'm texting niggas before you too, nigga. How you like it? And when you ready to be done with this shit, then we could talk. Right? I mean,
talk that straight talk.
Why can we not have situations where we could just be honest on both sides, right? Because like I said, just as well as you could do your shit, I could do my shit. And just as well as you could stop doing your shit, I could stop doing my shit. But we got to be on the same page, because you're not finna play me, because I'll play you first. Right? So let's just keep it cool. Let's be honest about where we are.
That goes
and so we can make steps in either direction at the same fucking pace. And these niggas ain't capable of that type of conversation. They really not. They really not. They rather lie about who they really are. Just be honest. Like, and not only that, half the time we already know. We already know who you are, nigga. That's why I already kind of approach this situation with you the way that I have, because I already see how you move. I already see that you claim you're a reformed ass nigga. No, but you're still a street nigga. I already peep game, so I already know how to move, nigga. It's you who need to accept who the fuck you are. You're still a street nigga. So you know what I mean? Like be real with yourself that you're still a street nigga. Don't be sitting over here trying to tell me you're not a street nigga. You're still a street nigga. You just don't realize it, or you don't want to admit it to yourself that you're still a street nigga. I don't give a fuck how old you are. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that. Be honest with yourself, and then be honest with the bitch that you trying to fuck with, and then shit is move smoothly.
And that shit takes too much energy. Like all this lying and like I ain't with that shit. As soon as I any wolf or anything,
that's why I'm sitting the fuck down.
I'm out of here.
That's why I sit the fuck down now. You know what I mean? Yeah. And anybody who's really in my corner, they gonna be in my corner regardless of whatever I do. They gonna see me through my truth and be comfortable with it. Otherwise, you're not fucking with me. And I feel the same way with any dude that I fuck with. If I really fuck with you like that, I'm gonna see you through all your truths. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't give a fuck what it is. If I really fuck with you and you're man enough,
honest with me,
and you're man enough to be honest with me, then
open, honest, and direct,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
I can fuck with that.
You know what I'm saying? But if you lied to me, like you said earlier, I'm not even walls the fuck up, because I already know I can't fuck with you like that.
I've been telling people. I had to tell one of my main. I was like, think about what you say before you open your mouth.
Thank you.
I said. If you're gonna lie or think you're gonna lie to me, I'd rather you not say nothing. Just don't say nothing.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then he was looking at me in the face, I'm like. I said, don't. I said, and I'll ask certain questions. Like and I was like, if you feel like you're gonna lie, don't respond. Just think about what you're gonna say. Because I'm a no. I'm asking you, and a lot of times, what men need to understand too. Let me put you up on game, men. Okay, When a woman asks you a question, it's because it's highly likely she knows the answer. So that's your time to tell your truth. Now, if you sit there and fucking keep blatantly lying, you're going to fuck it all. You're just going to fuck it up. Just tell the truth. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times if she's asking, it's because she knows or she suspects. Just tell the truth. Tell the truth. That's it. Anyways, yeah, we got into that love bombing. That was a good combo, though. And I don't never want to experience that.
Girl,
sorry you had to go through that.
I don't ever want to experience that shit again either, because I was mad than a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's very unhealthy.
I was boo-hooing for a couple weeks because I was really kind of like bought in, at that point. So I was finally like, okay, guard down, I'll be your girlfriend.
So needless to say, takeaways that I gotten from this conversation is just be honest. You know what I'm saying? And if someone's not speaking your love language anymore, reiterate what your love language is and see if they try to, follow suit and actually speak your love language.
Pay attention to their actions.
Pay attention to people's actions over their words. Let people talk, but let people show you who they are through their actions. And if they show you who they are through their actions, believe them.
Well, and not just that, but if they like shower your ass like from the gates, and it's just like it's excessive and it's not even reasonable to like in alignment with like how well they know you, right? If that shit just doesn't align and it seems excessive, most likely the shit is excessive. You know what I mean? So just be prepared.
And it could lead to an unhealthy relationship.
Yeah, don't get attached.
Don't get attached.
Yeah, don't get attached. Watch who you get attached to. Watch who you get attached to. Let that motherfucker take the lead. Let them show you who they're as women. Let them show you who they are. And when they do show you who they are, like listen. That's hard as fuck.
No, not listen. Watch
and listen.
Okay, yeah.
Watch and listen.
But I feel like mainly watch.
And take that shit in, because, you know what I mean? A lot of us bitches sit there, nigga be doing this shit, and we'll close our motherfucking eyes. We'll cover our motherfucking ears, all because we like, oh boy, you know what I mean? And that's not cool. That's doing a disservice to yourself, you know what I mean? So when you see the shit, and the shit like hits you wrong, and the shit like it rub you wrong, right? And even
follow your intuition.
Yeah, and even when you get to the point of where you initially like let the shit go, right? You're like, oh no, maybe I'm tripping, right? And the shit come back. Nah, listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition. When something rub you the wrong way, listen to your intuition. Because you know what I mean. You may continue to fuck with somebody that you shouldn't be fucking with. Like, honestly.
And it's okay, like, if you do experience that, have gone through it. Also, I feel like key takeaway from it is it's okay to sit and feel those emotions, but learn from that shit. And don't make the mistake. Like, learn from the signs, learn from it, and then just keep it pushing.
And recognize it for what it is.
Recognize it for what it is. Mm-hmm. But most importantly, learn from that shit. Mm-hmm. So we learn from that shit. Mm-hmm. Right, Miss Cakes?
I learn like a motherfucker.
Well,
won't be doing that again.
Well, that's another one. We love y'all. This is Fineapple Kouassi with Miss Cakes, and we are out. Make sure that you
subscribe.
What else?
Text us. Like she trying to get me to start doing this announcement shit. Well, all right. What is it? 3 what? At 619-356-1029. Text us.
We ain't remember our phone number yet.
Hey, girl, I don't remember nobody's fucking number.
I know. That's the problem. We got just Siri. Hey Siri, call. Let me not say that for the bitch start calling somebody on the fucking phone. Anyways, we love y'all. We out. And make sure you do everything Miss Cake says. Like, subscribe, follow us on all streaming platforms. And episodes drop every Sunday at 10:32 p.m. So make sure that you
tap in.
All right. Love, peace, happiness, smooches. Stay up. Stay blessed.